Jumanji, depending on how you feel about 2020.
Jumanji.
Have you not seen?
Oh, okay. Jumanji.
Yeah. Oh, man.
No.
It's such a hard year. But you know what? No. We'll get into it.
Okay. But we made it.
Yeah.
We made it to 2021. Welcome to another episode of Drinks on You. We hope you had a great Christmas. Please comment below with your one thing that made Christmas for you this year. We decided today to look at, it's January, it's a new year.
Before we continue, my love.
I had not forgotten.
I knew that. Smooth operation, guys. Seamless. Sorry. Please continue.
We thought we'd discuss a little bit about New Year's resolutions. Because it is January, it's a new year, new year, new me. Haven't seen many of those this
Praise Jesus.
this year. But what are we drinking today, my darling?
Well,
My darling. I never called him that.
my darling, can't get enough
It is
of
that
your
song you
baby.
sing. I was like, that's not how
I don't
it
actually
goes.
know how it goes.
My darling love. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
You have to put the
Turn it off. Where's that from?
Cedric the Entertainer. Turn out the lights and light a candle.
This Teddy Pendergrass is my mom's favorite artist. And
Turn them off.
Turn them off. Very white on my days.
I just wanted to
You just wanted to frighten me.
Yeah.
Thanks. So that
start
brought
the
about,
new year with a bang.
that brought about some fond memories. Teddy Pendergrass and Barry White in our household. What are you drinking today?
I am drinking Glen Marnock
Are you sure?
single malt whiskey. Yes, because I practiced off camera.
And I'm drinking pink gin with pink lemonade. It's very pink.
And Nolly says pink isn't her favorite.
And I
color.
was literally about to say, and I don't like pink. But here we are. I'm drinking all the pink today.
What color did your bridesmaids wear, babe?
Eyes. Eyes.
Drink up. Oh, that's good whiskey.
They were pink, by the way, guys. The best pink I've ever seen. That's a story for another day. Anyway,
Anywho.
we thought we'd give you a bit of a definition of what resolutions are. So, my...
Sorry, I was going to say all the definition we found.
Yes, I was going to say my dictionary app on my phone told me that resolutions are...
Is it Merriam-Webster?
No.
Oxford?
I don't know.
Scrabble?
Scrabble. Are you serious?
It's a dictionary.
Are you serious? My dictionary said resolutions are something that we determine upon an action, a method, or a procedure. So it's very goal orientated by the sound of that definition. And actually, when I saw action, methodology, or method, and procedure, it literally reminded me of a research piece, like research methods. So it's very...
Clinical.
It's very, clinical. Maybe it's even numerically based. So timescales, numbers, how much you want to lose, when do you want to lose it by, and that sort of
targets.
stuff.
Box.
Looks like it's a Rubik's cube,
Yeah.
but actually it looks
Constraints.
like in Guardians of Galaxy when the orb is being deciphered before it opens. Guardians of the Galaxy. This guy's very proud of me. Marvel comic. Biggest
In case you didn't notice.
Yeah. Anyway, it just reminded me of research methods, and I don't like research methods.
We were like, okay, so what is it about New Year's resolutions that messes people up? And and there are some people who stick to their resolutions, like more power to you.
You guys are the real MVPs. Wow.
Yeah, but I think what we landed on for us is it's literally the wording, which actually makes the saying, words have power, like ring true in our lives. Because again, resolution, goals, measurable tasks, measurable targets, so on and so
Timelines,
forth.
timescales. Checklist.
It does. Though those things used properly helpful and are actually important in development and going forward and blah blah blah. Living a life based on the numbers is not living a life for us.
But it also makes like dropping the ball or missing that deadline or whatever, like it makes it huge, and it then brings about feelings of failure and dejection. It sounded like I said ejection, but I said dejection.
I heard dejection.
You heard dejection, okay, and then it becomes a vicious cycle of kind of low self-esteem and all of that sort of stuff. So we're definitely not saying goals and setting goals and timelines and timescales and deadlines is not good, and we actually probably I do it a lot. I'm a checklister. I'm the one person who goes at the end of the day and adds things to tick off on their checklist. That's me. And so I thrive on goals and checklists.
I want you guys to run that back. When she's finished her to-do list, she adds things on so she can tick them off.
Yeah, because,
when she's finished her tasks and the things that she wants to do, tick, 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 she writes a few more things. So that
I did do that I might have forgotten to put on the list to start off with. There's nothing wrong with that. Is there?
Ain't nothing right with it either.
Whatever, babe. Whatever.
Sorry, I interjected.
And so, yeah, whilst those things are really good and beneficial with kind of driving things forward and moving things forward, the wording and just I think using kind of, as opposed to resolutions, kind of using values and intentions, it lightens the load of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because resolution is goal orientated, and not meeting that goal, like I said earlier, brings about a sense of failure or not being able to stick at the whatever thing you've resolved to do. Whereas if I intend to do something, the value I've placed on the intention will steer and drive me forward. So it makes it like there's no, it's day 12 and you've not done your thing, my intention was to do such and such, or my intention is to do such and such, and because I haven't boxed it in that it needs to be done this way and in this time scale or accomplished by that, it then alleviates some of the pressure that one could feel.
It just needs to be done, basically. You found a good example of that as well, that you told me. What was it? People who set resolutions to lose weight, and they set the target of such and such, and when they fall short of the target, it can send people into a spiral or disappointment, or some people will miss the target and okay, I'll push and try again, and they might miss the target again for various reasons. It's not even because they're lazy or because they're not trying hard. It's just like life just happens. Like, I don't know, you could end up in a global pandemic, for example, and you're just at home with food everywhere. So
and toilet paper.
Or lack thereof. That was wild. Why were you all buying toilet paper? Global pandemic, guys. Toilet paper. Anyway, but
I was shocked that according to research, only 8% of people who set New Year's resolution actually accomplish them. 8.
That's wild.
That's tiny.
That's not a lot of people.
What?
So if you're in that group, then you're like...
You are like, wow.
Yeah.
Gold dust.
Wow.
Sorry, baby,
but,
you were still talking.
Yeah, but so setting a resolution to lose weight, set a goal, set a target and stuff. Whereas having the intention to be more healthy it's easier to stick to. So in living healthier, you may not lose how much you wanted, but because your aim is to live healthy, you will lose something.
Yeah.
And that's something that can be championed. And again, there's nothing wrong with saying I want to lose a certain amount of weight by a certain time. And so I reluctantly joined a running community. And everybody's like basically the plan is to do a 5K every weekend. did not go into this group knowing that. I thought it was just a bunch of people encouraging each other to run. But no, everybody, like, every time I open the group messages, I feel like I'm being fat shamed. Because everybody's doing minimum 3K a day. I'm like, I haven't run since the 20th of December. I have been...
2020?
Yeah. And it wasn't even a run, it was a walk.
I was like, you weren't running?
I did a 5K walk. No.
In 2020?
Yes.
Oh, my bad, I didn't know that.
The walk, not the run. I didn't run in 2020. I walked 5K. I showed you on the app.
Oh, my bad.
I
Sorry, babe. What's the longest resolution that you set?
Anyway, there's nothing wrong with setting goals and targets, but we have chosen to go with intentions because there's less guilt when we fall short, because there's nothing to fall short of as long as we're still in the ballpark. Yes. So, you asked me a question?
Yeah. What is the longest resolution that you've stuck to?
There's one, but it comes with a caveat.
Okay.
Because it was a challenge and I did it with a group of people, and it was only for the first month.
Okay.
So 1st of Jan to 31st. And it was no alcohol and no coffee, and we're doing it for a charity. Yeah, it was definitely a charity. Couldn't tell you which one.
Okay.
So yeah.
So 31 days.
31 days.
30 days.
Yeah. 31? No. 31. Yes. From the 1st to the 31st, however many days that is. Yeah.
Okay. Mine, does it have to have started in January?
It's typically how New Year's resolutions work. But, I mean, it was in a new year. Unless you started it in September, then that's now an old year.
But it's still the new year.
It's not still a new year.
Why?
Because it's gone past 6 months. Is your
Who
car
said?
still new after 6 months?
It's new in the year, yes. The first year it's a new car.
So 365 days is still a new year.
It's a new car. I bought myself a new car in 2020, guys. It's a new car. What are you talking about? Anyway, January, if I was to think of something that I stuck through from January, I didn't last long. A couple of weeks. If that. But this year, you and I started exercising in the middle of the year when the pandemic started. And we lasted about 2.5, 3 months.
It's just the healthiest I've been in a very long time.
Since South Africa, actually, for me.
Probably since Zimbabwe, for me.
That's a long time. It's nearly 20 years, guys.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Say it's more than 15 years. I'll say nearly 20.
Oh my gosh. But then we fell off because, wow. Like global pandemic, lockdowns, restrictions, and all that sort of stuff. The rest of the year, we were just trying to make it.
To the next day.
I don't know about you guys, but yeah, mental health hasn't been great. There's something I
Yangoisha. Is that what he says? Yeah.
We'll have to share that with you guys. Umgoa is Ndiagoisha. It's like I'm going through the most. It's showing me flames.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so if we're saying from January, a couple of weeks. If we're saying in the year, nearly 3 months. I'll take the in a year. It sounds nicer. What made it hard for you to stick to the resolutions?
The word resolution. Oh, that went down rough. I'm sorry. The word resolutions. No, what made it hard? It's the goal.
The task orientation.
Yeah. Not creating the tasks and not following the tasks, but falling short of the tasks made it hard because I would feel guilty, or I put pressure on myself and then kind of half-ass it, and then.
So, what would you say makes it hard to stick to the resolutions?
Fear of failure.
Okay.
And falling short. but I've just had a thought about falling short.
Uh-huh.
Do you think, I think, and I feel, and I believe, in this very second that I've had this thought,
Okay.
that we fall short and it hits us hard because we make resolutions without taking real life into consideration?
I don't even think I know what that means.
Let me spell it out for you, my love. So, for example, we have a soon-to-be 4-year-old, and I will have set, let's say I set a goal that I want to be healthier, or I want to, let's say I want to lose 5 kilos,
Okay.
right? And I've set a goal and say, I don't know, I need to work out X amount of times a week for a certain amount of time of a day or whatever. But I'm at home with a soon-to-be 4-year-old. There's no guarantee that she's going to sleep through the night, though she's a great sleeper. She might have a rough night. I might have a rough night. And then I'll wake up the next morning, or whatever, or we both had a great night's sleep, and she wakes up on the wrong side of the bed, or she hurts herself, or she just wants to spend time cuddling daddy. Right? That's part of real life. The goal is to exercise for a certain amount of day, a certain amount throughout the day or whatever. Now, it's not impossible, obviously, but sometimes it can get a bit much. And then what I'll tend to do is like, okay, this day's a wash, I'll do double the next day, and then the next day will come on, and I'm like, okay, I'll do triple the next, and so on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why is it that happens? Like, if you miss one day, trying to catch up with that one day becomes laborious and really hard.
Look at you looking up other words in the dictionary. Okay.
It just makes it really hard to catch up again.
And then you lost it.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally going to say, for every new big word I use in the right context.
That's funny. Well, what makes it hard for you?
To stick to a resolution, or to have stuck to a resolution up until this point. I think it's the same. It's the task of it, the goal orientation of it. And maybe most of my resolutions before were like numerically led. So read for a certain amount of times, or read a set amount of books in a month, or lose this much weight, or spend this much time exercising, or eat this much or this little. So maybe it is. So then, to round off the video, what would you say some of your intentions are for this year?
Okay, so one of the biggest resolutions, or one of the most reoccurring resolutions, which is followed by the most reoccurring failures, is reading the Bible in a year.
Okay.
I've been setting that target, and I know there's some people who are just like, Ralph, that's like, Christianity 101. You should have done that by now.
Okay.
I
don't know where we're going.
But what often happens is I'll find a Bible plan, and then something will happen, and I'll miss a day or whatever and stuff. Oh, does that speak into my intention and how I feel about me? No, let's not pick at that. But I'm going to be intentional about reading my Bible.
Okay.
Full stop. Yeah.
Okay. Any others? Is that the one more?
Oh, not to procrastinate as much. Like
So lastminute.com is based on your life?
Lastminute.com owe me money for using that as their
own.
Yeah, because that's
Some of my intentions for this year are to read more. Doing a master's kind of forces that on me.
I'm gonna do that. No, not the masters, the read more. But, yeah.
Yay me. Textbooks are so boring, guys. But yeah, read more. I mean, I have some books up there. I think they're collecting dust now. So I'd like to read more. Read more of everything. I'd like to read more of my Bible.
Including my comics.
Sure. I had read some of your comics a few years ago.
half a comic.
Why do you always say that? I picked up more than one comic.
But you didn't read all of them.
Well, to me, it's still different kinds of comics. Okay. Anyway,
So if I pick up
whatever.
different kinds of tools, does that make me a
Whatever.
mechanic?
Yes. If you can use the tools, if you can use them to some degree, yes.
But if you've never used it,
If you can use them now, then that's fine. You're judging me, I can feel it. So read more. I'd like to be healthier. I don't know what that entails. Maybe lead to
listening to me.
maybe
You don't listen to me. Like, babe,
feel attacked.
no, we're putting it on tape. You don't listen to me.
Wow, I was gonna
This
say
is
maybe
Nolly.
eating less bread.
This is Nolly. Babe, I want a snack. Let's have a fruit. I don't want that. I'm like, but you said you want to be healthier, but I don't want that.
Okay, anyway.
I'll bring you a fruit.
This
I don't
was
want
not
that.
meant to be about me.
It's all about. It's all about you.
No, baby. No, don't lie. I just sang that really differently.
Babe.
What?
You'll never find. I don't know.
Get out, leave right now.
No way. No, I don't know the words. I'm living without you.
Baby, this is serious.
No.
Your voice said
I left my voice in 2020. I've got a cold, guys.
But anyway,
Sorry.
be healthier. And one of my the top of my love languages is quality time.
Number
So
one.
I want to spend more time with people, which ties in a little bit with being more present, because I'm a planner.
Which
and
is your other.
I know. I'm like,
intention?
how did I
Be
get to
present?
4 now? I've got 4 intentions and I had 3. I don't know which one came up.
But there's no pressure.
There is no
because
pressure.
There's no goals.
There's no pressure.
As long as you.
But I feel the being present kind of links to my quality time, because if I'm present, then I'm spending more time with those that I care about, are important to me. And on that note, comment below and tell us your top 3 or up to 3 of your intentions for this year. Share that in the comments with us. You don't have to qualify them, just list them. They don't have to be 3, it could just be 1. But please share with us in the comments below. But until next time, stay classy, San Diego.
This video's never gonna end.
I'm sorry, okay? Until next time.
It's usually me doing that.
Until next time.
Like, I'll need my arm.
Share and subscribe.
Boom! Nailed it. That wasn't really this, but